Hello, Magi here, and I'm back with a new episode of Top 10 Touhou List. With a series like Touhou, when majority of the characters being girls, you have a good amount of pictures of the girls being cute, adorable, or sweet in a sense. And in the other end of the spectrum, you have pictures depicting the girls to be tough, menacing, or just straight up intimidating. Given the title of this list, I'm going to be covering the non-cutie side. And trust me, they'll make you question if the girls were ever adorable to begin with. So without further ado, let's begin the top 10 intimidating Touhou pictures. Number 10. When you're the mistress of a mansion, you are the figurehead people look up to and aspire. Well, more like look down given your hype, but you get what I mean. Being the mistress, Yarormyr tends to exude an aura of nobility and charisma. Or as much as she can anyway. And at times, it can be rather tough to do so if put in this situation. I mean, if Yuka wanted to hug me and I felt that sinister aura of hers, I'd probably do the same thing as Yarormyr. Hell, I'd be worse and I just might have pissed my pants at the sight of that. So I can't make fun of Yarormyr too much. Yuka is a scary person, that's for sure. Number 9. For those who don't know, I love pets like dogs and probably cats if I ever had the chance to own one. Loyal creatures they tend to be, always wanting to be around your presence. Not only that, they can easily be some of the most adorable things you will ever see in your life. But sometimes our lovely pets can get out of hand and be ferocious, whatever the cause may be. Here's an example of what could happen during those times. As you can clearly see, the first example is what happens when you piss off your pets. The second example is a showcase of how to mend that issue as quickly and safely as possible, I think. If you have a pet, test this out and see if your pets will enjoy it. Although results may vary between pets, breeds, and yokais. Number 8. When you piss someone off, what's the first thing you should do? Well, apologizing would be a good idea, although that depends on the situation, obviously. Although, whatever you did to said person could have been so severe that a simple apology would not suffice. And if that were the case, this could easily be you in this position. To be honest, I don't know what the fuck happened that got Yarormyr into this position, but all I can say is, run bitch, run! The moment Reimu has her hands on Yarormyr, she's a dead vampire. Implying vampires were alive to begin with anyway. I just love how Shimimaru is having fun in this chaos-infested chase. The best person would have to be Flandre. She's pulling the whole solid snake deal, which I'd give a thumbs up for. This is certainly not Yarormyr's day given the list. Number 7. Aging. It happens to everyone. Don't bullshit me there. I know there are some animals who don't exactly age normally, but for the majority of living beings, that's what happens. For some, mostly the kids, the idea of growing up, becoming bigger, stronger, and taller than what they were a year ago sounds pretty cool and exciting. For others, it's another day to celebrate with your friends and family. And at the very end of the spectrum, aging is... not the most pleasant of things to experience. Especially for those who want to be eternally youthful anyway. Reimu, I am 17 years old, you know? Yukari, as cool as I think you are, I'm going to have to call bullshit on that. If you multiply that by 100, then we might be getting closer anyhow. Everyone just accept your aging as a normal thing and not as something to fake as shown here. Number 6. As of now, it's the winter season. Well, depending on where you live anyway. Given I live in Canada, it's most certainly winter. I bloody hate it. Having that much snow piling on your city is never a good thing, especially with all the shoveling and how slow you have to go when you're driving. It can be a pain in the ass. But I know it will, believe it or not, eventually melt and it'll be spring, then summer, autumn, then winter again. And the cycle repeats. For many, they're used to it. For others, no matter how many times it happens, they can never get over it due to how annoying it is. Or for these girls, how horrifying it can be. Imagine you're just walking along with your friend or family member and you see Letty coming up to you guys, arms over both of your shoulder with that face. I can, without a doubt, say I'd be the first to book it while leaving that poor sucker to deal with Letty. But just to remind you, whenever it's transitioning to winter, this is what the Aki sisters have to deal with. Number 5. Mei Ling, as we know, ain't exactly the best of gatekeepers. I'd rather trust Patrick and his pet Rock than Mei Ling to guard the mansion. We all know how Sakya would react if she caught Mei Ling sleeping. A simple knife to the face should wake the gatekeeper up. But it appears that it wasn't enough as Sakya had to change her approach. Hey, Sakya! Yeah, Mei Ling, you done fucked up. You slept one too many times for Sakya to be approaching you like this. Next time, Mei Ling, just do your bloody job and Sakya won't go insane. For the most part anyway. Number 4. Now Yomu Kompaku has faced quite the numerous foes in her lifetime. We've got Reimu and Marissa, the OG gals. We got the cast of Imperishable, Scarlet Weather, and 10 Desires. So Yomu ain't no slacker when it comes to fighting. But I can safely assure you that Yomu has never faced this person before. Impossible! Absolutely impossible! Oh shit! That is not a matchup I would like to be in. Now I'm not too familiar with Guts aside from his appearance from Death Battle, but from what I remember, Guts is a tough motherfucker. So I don't blame you for being scared. Although, on the topic, I'm curious to see who would fare better in a death battle, Yomu or Guts. Number 3. When it comes to Reimu, we all know how much she works to get those sick-ass donations. Mess with her donation box and expect a fantasy seal up your ass. I can imagine that would not be pleasant. But what if you were to actually donate to her? What would her reaction be? I guess I'll go extravagant this year and put in 10,000 yen. I'll put in 5. 10,000 yen? Here, have some sweet sake. I'll have some too. For just 5 yen? Well guys, if you want to get on Reimu's good side, a good amount would be 10,000 yen, or around $100 US, I believe. Reimu ain't a cheap bitch. Well, that depends if you think $100 US is a lot anyway. Number 2. Kogasa, our surprise-loving, babysitting, blacksmithing umbrella loves a good surprise. In fact, that's basically her entire premise. Meaning she loves to go around Ginsokyo trying to surprise people. Given her track record, it's not very successful. Unfortunately, her trip on surprising people has landed her in a troublesome predicament. What the hell are you doing, thumping around and hiding in this bamboo forest? Lol, why does this person have rabbit ears pinned to her head? Lol, this is bad. Lol, if I left, I'm dead. Lol. I ain't going to lie, I'll have to give Kogasa some props. Even with a gun inside her mouth, she still was having thoughts about laughing at Raisin's ears. Not the smartest of thoughts, but ballsy if anything. Just answer Raisin's question, Kogasa, and you'll come out of this alive. Although that's kind of hard to do when you have a gun inside your mouth, but try anyway. Number 1. Now you may not think of her as such, but Alice can easily be a tough, badass, and intimidating motherfucker. You may not think of dolls as threatening, but add in dolls with weapons, magical powers, explosions, and they can certainly be something horrifying that would put Chucky in its place. Let me showcase a picture revolving Alice. Yeah, she looks pretty legit. That single red eye staring down at you like you're utter trash with her dolls in the background is pretty cool. Huh, there's something there. Let's check. Oh, what the fuck? What in the unholy fuckity? I don't think that's a word, by the way. Is that monstrosity? Yeah, forget Alice. What the fuck is going on here? Did Satan and Alice's doll reproduce and gave birth to this shit? Alright, if Hollywood used Alice's doll here, they would get a blockbuster, that's for sure. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Which pictures did you find the most intimidating, meaning you wouldn't want to mess with them? Would you be frightened if Yuka tried to hug you? Would you be willing to donate a huge amount of money to get Reimu's favor? or when you watch a movie starring Alice's Satan incarnated doll. Like always, if you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe, or else this motherfucker will start popping into my dreams like Freddy. Either way, this is Magi, and thanks again for watching.